Hi everyone, this is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts and welcome. So today I want to show you guys how I make my primitive skulls here, my little skull heads. They're pretty fun and it's a set of 3 and there will be a pattern down below this video so you guys can come get the pattern and follow along with this video. And it's just a step-by-step tutorial showing you guys how I make these to go with the pattern that's in my Etsy shop. So I'm going to make the big skull head today with you guys, and all the rest are exactly the same, just in different sizes. Okay, so let's talk about what we're going to need here. So what I have is some muslin fabric, just any kind of cotton fabric will work, buttons, and just the other little patterns. That's the little flower behind it, and just the nose is just black. So I went ahead and just drew the pattern on here and doubled it up. So this is all doubled up. I have my needle and embroidery floss, and I'm just using 2 strands on the needle. So that's going to be for the mouth. I go ahead and I glue down the nose and I glue down the little flower behind the eyes. So these are fun, just like little sugar skulls is what I'm calling them. And then I just put the little X's and the buttons, eyes in the middle with the embroidery floss. And then we take some more embroidery floss and sew down the little yarn for the hair. So then the yarn that I use is Lion Brand. And I'll make sure that my Amazon links, I have it down below. So you guys can come check it out and just click on it. And then you can pick out whatever colors that you want for the Lion Brand. I just love it. I love how fluffy it is and soft. It's just, I love this yarn. It's so much fun to do hair with. So I have that, and then I have my primitive solution is what I'm calling this. And it's all household items that you can find around your house to make this fun solution. And I do have a detailed video on the measurements and everything for that. I'll make sure I'll put it on the end screen here, and there's a playlist of my Junky Grungy Grammy doll series. And if you go through there, you'll find that it's just the primitive grungy solution is what I call it. So you'll be able to find it in that playlist. And it's just a detailed little quick video showing you the measurements and everything I use. And it smells so good, so good. So then I got that. And then I got my just an old paintbrush, some Fabrifix glue in a Sugar Bell piping, just a container bottle. And I have those down, I think, in my Amazon links too. Plus I have just scissors, any old scissors that you have laying around will work. And yeah, so I have more patterns below of different fun things that I've been working on that are in my Etsy shop, or I have some dolls that I've made that are in my shop also, that you guys, if you want to come check them out and purchase them, I would really appreciate it. And I just want to say thank you to everyone for following along with all my patterns and stuff that I do with you guys. And I'm having a great time, and I'm so glad that you guys are. And I really appreciate your guys' comments and support and everything. And I just want to say thank you. So I also have more videos on the end screen. I'll put playlists and stuff on the end of this video. You guys could come check them out and join this fun little grungy little doll world that we're all doing together here. So it's just a fun little community, and I'm really having fun doing this. So let's get started. I also wanted to say real quick that I have a fun collection of different kinds of buttons. I have wooden buttons, plastic buttons, all kinds of buttons that I found on Amazon, and I put those down in my Amazon links, and they're just so much fun. I love playing with buttons and finding fun things to do with them and stuff. So I just wanted to mention that. You guys want to check that out. So now we're going to start just with the doubled up. It's ×2 here. Just doubled up fabric. And I drew out the big skull on here. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys, I just use a normal just gel pen. Just any kind of pen that works, because this is all going to be on the inside. You won't see it. And then now I'm going to go to my sewing machine, and I'm going to leave about like that. Let's say a 2-inch opening at the bottom. And I'm going to do a back stitch here, go all the way around, and then back stitch right here, and then leave this area open right in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go do that, and I will be right back. So I went ahead and I cut about 1/8 of an inch around after I did my sewing, and I left a little tab at the end here for tucking in later. Okay, so and I wanted to show you guys that these are just a game changer. They're so easy to make it so you can turn things right side out here. So it's a quick turner, fabric tube turner. I hope that's not glaring on you guys. But I have it down in my Amazon links below so you guys can come check them out. And this is what they look like. And I just have them in an olive jar. They're like the perfect height for it. I love it. And they just come with different sizes that you can use. So I'm going to use the big one. And you just take it, pop it in here. I mean, this just makes it so quick and easy to turn. This. Voila. Just get everything turned around. Okay. Oh, and another thing I forgot to mention is fiber fill the stuffing. So I got to go get some of my stuffing to add in here, and I think that's down in my links too, just to make it easy on you guys. You guys can just click on it and go find things to help make these fun little skulls. And also I wanted to mention that these are not made for like little children because the buttons, I wind up just gluing the buttons on after I put the embroidery floss in it because I don't want to go through the other side of the head because I don't want any stitches on the back. So these are not made for children, like little guys, little children. But I just wanted to put that in there as a let you guys know. And also my patterns are made to be whimsical. They are hand drawn by me, so they're not going to be perfectly symmetrical or anything like that. They're all created by me, and they're just hand drawn, and no written instructions will come with it. That's why I have a tutorial, and I do step by step to show you guys. I'm more of a visual like learner to be able to like hands on and see what to do. So I think a lot of people are hopefully like that, like me, and that's why I do this, is because this is just an easier way for me to explain it to you guys, and this is the best way that I know how to learn and do it too. So I hope you guys are enjoying these videos, and I will go grab the stuffing and we'll get the little skull stuffed here. So these are hemostats, and it just makes it so much easier to grab onto the stuffing and get them up into like the corners and this, the crevices, and kind of just makes it easier to stuff. I use these all the time. So I'm going to go ahead and stuff this. So I went ahead and got it all stuffed here. And I'm just going to take my embroidery floss and close up the bottom. You can see here I'm just grabbing like the inside of that tab that we tucked in, and I'm just taking my needle like that and then just pulling it, and you can see that it'll just shut. Just do the same thing, just grab the inside of the flap a little bit and just do that all the way down. Okay, and that's why you want to make sure that this embroidery floss is long enough, because I'm going to go ahead and pop up here. I'm going to get my pencil, and you can see here, I'm just going to go straight, I'm going to draw straight across and then do some teeth straight down like that. I'm just going to find out where I want my mouth, lightly, mark. I'm gonna gather just a couple strands of the fabric like that, where I have each line going down. Down bottom here and tie it off. Back up through, pop out anywhere up here to hide the thread. Okay. And there we go. So now we have a mouth. And now you can go ahead. Now it's up to you if you want to go ahead and take the primitive solution and start painting it on now before you add everything else. But just for time's sake and just to get this done so I don't have to wait for it to dry, I'm going to go ahead and add the flower back behind, glue down the nose, add the buttons for the eyes, and then do the hair. And then I'll try to paint just around all of it. But this is just, you can paint it now and then let it dry and then go ahead and do all those things. But I'm going to go ahead and just do that just so we can get this done. And I won't have to wait till tomorrow to finish it. So let's go ahead and get all our little fun stuff out here. Glue. I go ahead and glue down my flower where I want it. Line it up. Okay, so I got those glued down. And what's fun about these is each one of them is always going to be unique and different. And that's, I think, the best part of all of it. Not each one's going to be the same because, depends on how, if you do a 1/4 inch seam allowance, that's what I'd usually do or try to do. But it doesn't have to be perfect or anything. It just depends on, how deep you sew a 1/4 inch or, maybe less or more. And how you glue down your nose and your eye, and what kind of buttons you use and what different hair that you can put on for yarn, and maybe you do your mouth a little bit different. So it's just all so much fun. You can do them all so different. I love that about these. Okay, so I got my embroidery floss here, and I'm gonna do 2 strands. Now, what you could do if you want to make these buttons a little more safety, you could go ahead and we could pop up through the top here, because this is where our hair is going to go. So it'll hide. Just find out where you want your hair to be. We could do this. Go ahead and get our button where we want it. So let's do it this way. I got glue all over my hands. Okay. Put it where we want it. I'm just showing you guys a different option here. And then you have it just right on the top right there. And do it that way. And then on the other side, I'll show you the other way. It's nice to have a longer needle to do this kind of work. And then I like making just an X. Pull here. Pop down right through the top again. And out. Out really good. Sometimes you have to wrestle and find it. There we go. Okay. Back up through. You don't have to pull too tight because then you'll get a pucker up here. About in the same area. Yeah, there we go. And give it a good tug. Kind of gives it a little pucker at the top of the head, but I think that might look cute with the hair up there. Head off. There we go. Now I'll show you a different way you can do it. That's a way to do it a little more secure, so not just glued on. Okay. And then now I'll show you the way I could just glue it on. Or X. Glue. X. This is the back of the button. There. Then you got your X there. And we're just going to glue. Another way to do it. So that's another way to do it, is just to take it and glue it with your Fabrifix glue or just whatever kind of fabric glue works really good. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and I think I want to go ahead and paint it first. Let's go ahead and take our primitive solution, get it all grunged up, and then I'll show you guys how I put the yarn on top of the head. So I went ahead and put my silicone mat down, and it comes in a set of 2, and they're really great. I love them. I use them for everything, as you can tell. They're all grungy, but I don't want to get my cutting mat all messed up underneath, so I like to put my silicone mat down. So I'm just dipping a brush in here, and this is just an old paintbrush. Nothing special. And just start grunging it up. And like I said, you could do this before you add all the buttons and flower back behind and all that. Depends on how you want to do it. I'm just doing this for time's sake here, so we can get this all finished and looking nice here. So I went ahead and painted on the solution here. Really cool. A little damp, but I want to show you guys how I do the hair. I'm just going to do, and it depends on how long you want their hair, but let's see. 7, 8, maybe, because we can always give them a haircut. We'll do 8 inches. And then I'll do 3 strands. Approximately. I mean, it doesn't need to be perfect. I think the crazier the hair, the cuter it is. Okay, so we got 8 inches. I got 3 of them. Line up the ends here. Fold it in half. Pick our embroidery floss here. pretty much just top it off. Let's secure it down. And then just hide it. Hide the thread. Like that. Snip. Oh. Now, take it and fluff it out. I'm gonna give him a haircut first. Haircut. Fluff it out here. I mean, they just turn out so much fun. These are great bowl fillers to put out, you know, for your Halloween decor. They're great to put up on your shelf, and they also smell really good. I mean, they're like a spicy, cinnamony coffee smell. So they got a great smell to them. I also have some for sale, the set of 3 in my Etsy shop. So that is down below if you're interested. You can just come purchase them. And they just have the great smell to them. So they can just sit around and you can, you know, have them for looks and to make everything smell good. There we go. And I'll make sure the links are all down below. You guys can check everything out. Make it as fluffy as you want, as crazy as you want, fun as you want. And there we go. That is how I make my skull heads here. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informational. And if you could please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and you guys can see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. And keep on crafting.